It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And tonight we have two up-and-coming teams. Lots of talent, but also a lot of inexperience. Shaq, the youngsters looking forward to this battle. How do they keep their emotions in check?
Well, emotions can be positive, Ernie, if you play under control. Because if you get out of control and start doing crazy stuff, it just goes crazy. But both coaches will work hard to keep their players focused.
You gotta stop that.
Yeah, man. Well, it's fun to watch the future of the league. And I want to see which guy separates himself and says, I'm going to be a dominant player in this league. A dominant player. That's why I love this.
If you do that again, I'm going to have to put my fist down.
Does nothing, Ernie.
Whoa.
Does nothing.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, I never thought about it until I hurt my back. Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, I realized that I like that side of the game. And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And these teams have both been struggling, Chris, of late, looking for any win they can get right now, trying to get some scraps.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for just a little momentum. Sometimes you just need to get the snowball rolling just to knock down one domino, and that's what these guys need to do tonight. Some way, pull and find a win that can galvanize that locker room, start a little bit of chemistry, and see if they can get on the roll.
So the Lakers win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Lakers right now, ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Ivica Zubac is out there with Larry Nance, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
Now here's Fournier. Pick by Vucevic. Off the pick. The shot's good from Fournier.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. I mean, that's just a defensive breakdown.
Ball with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Gordon. Payton left side. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Back to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Isaac from outside the arc. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Nance a screen on Payton. Ball, the pass to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And you got to clog up any passing lanes around Ball, especially in that pick and roll. He knows how to slice the D apart in those sets.
Gordon a screen. Payton kicks to Gordon. Back to Payton. Gordon a screen. Floats one up. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night. Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Now here's Payton, guarded closely. He dishes it to Gordon. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball dishes to Nance. Passes it to Zubac. And here's Barnes for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Payton passes to Vucevic. From past the arc, Payton, good.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Ball, covered by Payton. There's the pick. Here's Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
Here's Isaac, covered by Barnes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
And he knocks down the first one. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future. And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Now here's Vucevic. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
Oh, and don't forget about the heavy lifting he did on the glass all evening. He controlled the game in a number of ways. Just an unbelievable effort on the glass tonight.
Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030, and I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
6 to shoot from 12 feet out. Barnes grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 4. Puts it up from 15, and he connects with the jumper. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Isaac. Here's Vucevic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Gordon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nance with some nice D. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Fournier with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Now here's Payton. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic. That's tipped. Now Ball. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. Caldwell Pope kicks to Nance. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that'll tie this game up. Magic have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Payton dishes to Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Great job right there, Kevin. Beating the defense to the spot. Love the strong, aggressive effort right there.
Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen on Payton. Back to Caldwell Pope. Puts it up from 17. That's short off the rim. The Magic have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Barnes dishes to Caldwell Pope, and that one good.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just a scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton passes to Fournier. Here's Isaac. Fires the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Inside and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Elbow. 2.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. Two sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
That one is no good.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
The dish to Ross. Spade sets a screen for Ross. Shoots off the screen and count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Shooting one.
And that one misses.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
Now here's Curry. 11-point game his last outing. In the corner, it's Clarkson. There's the pick. Shoots over Biyombo. And that one hits back iron. And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. I mean, you've got to be able to get core pieces there. And then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today.
Simmons. No good that time. Great D that time from Curry. Here's Clarkson. And the Lakers with another miss. Orlando leading by 4. Payton kicks to Spates. Combo dishes to Payton. There's a good screen. Deep 2 from Ross. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Ross has got his second basket. Lakers trail by 6. And here is Curry. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope kicks to Curry. Over Simmons. Simmons with the defensive effort.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Feeds it to Ross. To the wing on the left. Now here's Spates. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Payton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Payton's got 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Caldwell Pope outside. Clarkson against Payton. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is where Clarkson can do a lot of damage. I mean, that in-between area.
Payton kicks to Spates. Back to Payton. There's the pick. Pass to Spates. That's tipped. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Kuzma. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, and the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Spates, the pass to Ross. Back to Spates. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Lakers trail by 6. Passes it to Kuzma. Screen by Bogut. Back to Clarkson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Spades dishes to Payton. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He has 7.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Simmons against Curry. Caldwell Pope outside. Curry on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Yep, it counts.
And comfortably squaring up from the mid-range there. Nice touch by Bogut.
Payton outside. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets a tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
Magic leading by 6. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Also J.J. Barea out there. Bogut out there with Curry. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. Payton kicks to Spates. And he uses the glass on the layup. Spates has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Orlando. Clarkson passes to Kuzma. Back to Clarkson. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
You see the poise developing in Clarkson. He makes a nice choice in the pick and roll.
And Biyombo has it in the corner. Chris, there are so many players that can make you just scratch your head and contemplate how did they make that play. With that in mind, which players just amaze you the most with what they can do on the floor?
It's so many. I mean, look up there and let's look at the Splash family with Kevin Durant. The fact that he can score with ease off the dribble or on the catch. And look at Thompson, his partner, can get you 60 points off of 11 dribbles. So just catching, shooting. And Curry, he's Mr. Video Game. He is the human video game. He shoots, makes, and takes shots that you would think no one else has the right to take. So those guys already. But then you have younger guys like Antetokounmpo up there in Milwaukee, his length, his athletic ability, his love for the game, his passion. Watching him get involved in those games, he's so exciting to watch. He comes to mind as well.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, the Lakers are enduring the worst 5-year stretch in the franchise's history. They missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons only once, and that was back in the mid-'70s. Last season, their 4th straight in the lottery.
Now here's Curry looking for his first basket still in this one. Shots good by Clarkson.
You know Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
Orlando leading by 4. And Biyombo has it in the corner. Floats one up. A second chance effort. And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got 6.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Kuzma. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And the Lakers have always considered themselves a championship or bust type of franchise.
Well, that mentality runs up against the reality of their situation. I mean, it seemed to have accelerated the process with some draft fortune and free agent signings. I mean, especially with Magic coming back, you know the Magic is back. This upcoming offseason will be a big one for him.
Here's Payton, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. He's got 9.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
Here's Clarkson. 9 points last game. The feed now to Barea. The pass to Kuzma. Back to Barea. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma can't get it to go. Orlando leading. Stolen by Clarkson. Dishes it to Barea. The teardrop falls in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Payton against Barea. Payton kicks to Simmons. Clarkson against Payton. Spates with a screen on Bogut. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops. And for Elfrid Payton, shooting has always been his Achilles heel.
Yeah, as a defender, passer, penetrator, I think he's solid. But shooting has become so important in our league right now. He needs that perimeter shot to really have a chance to get to the next level.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Spates. Aaron Gordon comes in for Biyombo. Isaacs checked in for Terrence Ross. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. Now here's Barea. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Isaac, covered by Barnes. Kicks it to Gordon. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And both clubs really building for the future right now, trying to pull themselves out of the doldrums, badly needing wins.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ennis is checked in.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Payton kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. Gordon a screen. Here's Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Here's Zubac. That one doesn't drop. The Magic go the other way with it. To the paint, here's Fournier, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Nance, no good.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Isaac misses.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer, just can't get it to go.
Ennis kicks to Zubac. It's good, the assist that time from Ennis.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pick by Vucevic. To the inside. Plays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Now here's Nance. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And he also positioned himself well to protect the rim, swatting a couple of shots, making his presence felt on that end.
Here's Ennis. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Payton. He kicks it to Fournier. Pass to Isaac over Barnes. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ennis kicks to Barnes. Back to Ennis. He dishes it to Nance. Barea. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Magic leading by 7. Payton with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And here's Gordon from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more we're seeing teams relegate them to that 6-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic who fits that description.
Ball's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Zubac. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Ennis misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The dish to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Payton outside. Feeds to Vucevic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Greg, why is it, do you think, that teams want those more floor-bound, post-up big men like Vucevic coming off the bench?
I think 2 things. First of all, their defensive shortcomings are less exposed playing against other reserves. Also, their ability to create offense on the block has more value with that second unit because that group tends to have their struggles in terms of scoring the basketball.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And it's a 12-point Magic lead. Los Angeles has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Now Ennis. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Excellent use of the screen that time. Ball's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Vucevic kicks to Payton. Pass to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Here's Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got his second bucket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Now, here's Zubac. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Magic making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Magic leading by 11. Pass to Fournier. On the wing, Gordon. The three-pointer, no good. The Lakers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Over to the left wing. Ball. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 3 assists in the game. And for the Magic, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And here's Fournier. He has 6. Here's Simmons. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here. So for the Magic, Spates comes in for Vucevic, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Isaac. The Lakers also making some changes. Bogut comes in for Ivica Zubac, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Barnes.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either.
And the Lakers call time here. And Greg, when you look at the Magic, do you see a plan or a roadmap here?
Well, you look at that trade for Serge Ibaka going into last season, and that was probably a sign that ownership was growing impatient. They wanted to cash in their chips and really go for it. And now they might need a rebuild from that rebuild.
You're right.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Ross. Gordon with a screen on Bogut. Here's Ross, and it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Ball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes them pay the price.
Magic leading by 7. And Fournier kicks to Ross. And there's the feed to Fournier. Outside, Simmons. Here's Spates. Ball with the rebound. Lakers trail by 7. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
It's Fournier on the wing. He has 6. There's the pass to Spates. Back to Fournier. From 13, he squares up and sinks it. Fournier's got 8.
Now that's a difficult shot. Tough to maintain your balance out of the spin move and still knock down the jumper.
They set the screen. Nan's a screen. Caldwell Pope against Fournier. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. Biyombo is checked in for Aaron Gordon. So it's the Lakers now. 7-point differential.
Love how alert Bogut is. Fantastic at finding an open man and slinging the rock his way.
Fournier against Clarkson. Fournier dishes to Simmons. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter. Lakers trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry against Simmons. Curry passes to Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Nine seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Spates. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball's moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. You know, it's much easier than contesting shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been quite a game for Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
Orlando leading by 5. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Zubac. Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded to the middle. Vucevic with the block. Here's Isaac. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And Fournier kicks to Payton. Well, Chris, the NBA game is a game of superstition. And even if you aren't superstitious, you still get into the habit of a routine. So what was your pregame routine that you had during your career, something that was there every night with you before a game?
Well, about superstitions, Kev, I have one superstition, and it might sound weird, but it was to not have a superstition. So I'm a guy that can get caught up in routine and things like that. So if I played a great game and I had something to eat, I wouldn't eat the same thing on purpose because I didn't want the superstition to control me. I wanted if for some reason I couldn't have the food, if for some reason I got to the game late, I never wanted that to be in my head. And so my thing was, since early in high school, I tried not to have a superstition. But in saying that, you do have a routine. And my routine as I got older was, before I get to the arena, I'd read the notes of the game and all that good stuff, and I'd just sit in the hot tub with my headphones on. I figured that was the best way to get warm at an older age. And that's really the only thing I can remember relying on before a game, and that was in my older years.
Good story. Good story. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Just fantastic to have a scorer like Caldwell Pope, a guy who can let it rain from any spot on the floor.
Pass to Isaac. Outside Gordon. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Barnes dishes to Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen. Caldwell Pope passes the ball. Nobody near Barnes. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
Payton kicks to Fournier. Dishes it to Gordon. Back to Fournier. Payton passes to Vucevic. The Lakers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ball, and it's all evened up. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Payton dishes to Fournier. Payton outside. Gordon a screen. And the basket by Isaac. He's got 10.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Kicks to Barnes. Nance a screen. Now here's Ball. 10 points for him. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. The dish to Gordon. The 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Gordon with the screen for Payton. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the line. Fournier for 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists in the game. LA's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Now Caldwell Pope. 14 points for him. Pass to Zubac. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Feeds it to Vucevic. Shoots over Zubac. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Zubac. Back to Caldwell Pope. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He hasn't missed so far this quarter, and you can see why. His form is perfect, and he's taking high percentage shots.
Here's Isaac, covered by Barnes. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Fournier's got 8 here in the quarter. Lakers trail by 4. Down low, here's Caldwell Pope, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
A meteoric ascent from Luke Walton. 2 years before signing as coach for the Lakers, he was a part-time assistant with their development team. Now the youngest head coach in the league. He's almost 2 years younger than Kobe Bryant.
Orlando making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac, and Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier.
One shot.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Talk about compiling your coaching resume in a hurry. Luke Walton, in his first year as an assistant, wins a title. And in year 2, as interim head coach, leads the Warriors to the best start in league history.
It's all about timing and grace. 24-0 start. With Walton at the helm, they went 39-4. It catapulted him to the front of the line among head coaching candidates.
And here's Simmons for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, but he has a big height advantage, but that's somewhat mitigated out there on that perimeter when you got to come check him.
Correa, no good. Magic leading by 4. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Payton kicks to Vucevic. They set the pick. Payton passes to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Clarkson. He has 7 to the left wing. And the pass to Zubac. He feeds it to Barea. Goes up the baseline, and that one goes long. Well, Orlando shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And Simmons kicks to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Ross for 3. But they get it back. It's stolen by Barea. Knocked loose. Ross with the steal. Back to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Ross. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers trail by 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And with Caldwell Pope, a player who worked on his outside shot and got it to a point, Chris, where he is a threat now on the perimeter. Has that signature plant and drift type of jump shot, but it works for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, all Contavious needed was a little bit of time. I mean, it just takes a little time to get better in this league. KCP went from being average to deadly in the span of a year.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. That's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of is that I have a record for going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is can you get that in game time atmosphere, and you really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it because you have to build up so much trust, because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done was get better at shooting free throws because the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Orlando leading. Here's Payton. He's got 13. Now, here's Biyombo. He kicks to Spates. Over Bogut. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Payton against Clarkson. He dishes it to Bogut for the lead. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Ennis is checked in. They set the pick. The feed to Curry. Pass to Kuzma. Curry kicks to Ennis. Lakers passing it around. Clarkson passes to Kuzma. 4 on the clock. And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, Orlando shooting it quite well in this 3rd quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Ross dishes to Payton. Back to Ross. Shot from 12. He gets that one. Ross has got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Kuzma. 7 points in the game. Clarkson with the ball. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
And the Lakers making a change here. Barnes is checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the 2nd round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
Ross, that's good.
Where was the defense? You cannot leave a long-range sniper that wide open.
Ennis kicks to Barnes. There's a good screen. Ennis in the corner. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Spates the pass to Simmons. Spates dishes to Biyombo. Now Simmons. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Ennis. Takes a shot at the elbow. Payton can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 6. Outside Curry. Here's Ennis. And again, the Lakers no good. And the Magic with possession. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Spade sets a screen for Payton. Dishes it to Spates. Kicks to Ross. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
Here's Ennis. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Clarkson. The dish now to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Ross. Shot clock at 3. Curry. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Our closer is our tempo, intelligent tempo. Let's still run. 1, 2, 3.
And that's Frank Vogel asking his guys to dictate the pace and ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, he wants them to push the action, but just be smart about how they do it. Aggressive, yes. Careless, no.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Curry is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Nance. Then it's Ennis. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Orlando leading by 4. Simmons sets a screen for Fournier. Pass to Simmons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And I'm sure he's lamenting over the one that got away. But that does make it a 2-possession game.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Here's Fournier. Feeds to Ross. Spates sets a screen. That shot missing, and it's the Lakers the other way. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Ennis kicks to Barnes. Nance a screen on Gordon. Goes up off the pick, and the dunk by Barnes.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jordan Clarkson, a scoring combo guard out of the University of Missouri. He was taken with the 46th pick back in 2014. He's made some noise early in his career with the Lakers.
Zubac is checked in for Tyler Ennis.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And after Clarkson's breakout rookie season, he was viewed as a key player for the Lakers.
Well, the talent is certainly there. A good athlete who can score the ball. For him, though, it's all about focusing on both ends of the floor.
11 feet away, and Spates gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 3.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
Barnes kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Curry. And that's 15 points for Barnes.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Passes it to Spates. It's Fournier on the wing. Spates sets a screen. Off the pick. With the tip, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Nice. He snuck a hand in there. That's the great anticipation he brings on the offensive glass.
Nance a screen. Clarkson dishes to Nance. Now, here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Doesn't go for him. Magic leading by 3. Here's Isaac. Ross with it. The pass to Spates. Here's Isaac. Zubac defending. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 3. Barnes outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. Vucevic checked in for Maurice Spates. The Lakers also making some changes. Barea comes in for Seth Curry, and Ball subbed in for Clarkson. And so he hits both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now Ross. Vucevic the pass to Fournier. Vucevic down low. Zubac defending. Pass to Isaac. He feeds it to Gordon. Here's Isaac, covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And another shot. And Vucevic with the layup. Lakers trail by 3. Now the feed to Barea. There's the screen. He kicks to Nance. To the inside. Dishes to Barea. No good. That would have tied it. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Fournier on the wing. Drills the baseline jumper. And now a 5-point Orlando lead.
Man, he has an excellent mid-range game. Surprising how much room he had to operate on that play.
Barea kicks the ball. Nance a screen. Barea against Fournier. Now here's Barea. Defense right on him. Shoots over Fournier. The Lakers rebound. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Ross kicks to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Here's the screen. Down low. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Ross. Ross has got his 3rd assist on the night. Lakers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Barnes outside. Kicks it to Nance. Barea against Fournier. Good on the bucket. And here is Ross. He dishes it to Fournier. Back to Ross. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Lakers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Barea dishes to Nance. Barea with a screen on Gordon. Pass the ball to tie it up. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
And the basket by Gordon.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Barea kicks to Barnes. Back to Barea. They set the pick. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Fournier. Ross on the wing. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Ball, the pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Shot off the pick. Rebound by the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Stolen by Ball. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
No good on that one.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
Caldwell Pope dishes the ball. There's the screen. Caldwell Pope against Fournier. And again, no good by the Lakers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Shoots from the right block, and he overshot that one, missing. Lakers trail by 4. Barnes outside. Nance sets a screen for Barnes. Trying his luck deep, and the 3 ball is good. Barnes has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He didn't let that first half get him down. He has come out firing on all cylinders to begin this second half.
Here's Vucevic, and the rejection by Zubac. And the shot goes in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Caldwell Pope against Fournier. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Isaac over Barnes, and it's Orlando with another.
I tell you what, Isaac's starting to show that clutch gene. He's not afraid and seems willing to put the team on his back.
Caldwell Pope against Fournier. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And it's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
There's the pick. Takes the 13-footer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
To the right side. No good on the shot. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Stolen by Zubac.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. You're putting in that effort, but then walking away without that W.
Here's Isaac. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's stolen by Vucevic. Releases from 15. Moves back up. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Isaac. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton.
One shot.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
They set the screen. Caldwell Pope outside. And they get it. He lays it in.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Now here is Augustine. So the Magic win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, and the jumper was falling tonight. I know that's something you've worked on a lot over the last couple of years, so when it finally starts to flow and fall, how does that feel?
It feels good. Hard work paying off, but, I still got a lot of work to do. Just got to keep working at it.
Well, it looks like things are finally starting to slow down for you, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.